All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're jumping right into something huge, the Genesis mission. This is a new US government initiative, and people are throwing around some pretty heavy comparisons, like calling it the next Manhattan Project. So let's break down what's really going on. Okay, so right out of the gate, the language they're using is wow. Comparing something to the Manhattan Project, that's not a small thing. It screams urgency. It tells you this is a massive, all hands on deck kind of deal. This isn't your typical government jargon. Nope. It's basically the US planting a flag and saying, this is a race, a critical race for the future of science, and we plan on winning it. So this whole thing kicked off with a presidential executive order back in late 2025. And the mission, well, it's pretty straightforward. Let's supercharge American AI and use it to speed up scientific discovery. The basic idea is to harness all this incredible power we're seeing in the AI revolution and just point it directly at some of the biggest, toughest problems we face. Okay, so that's the big picture, the grand vision. But what does this actually mean? Like, in practice? Let's dig into the nitty-gritty of what this mission is really all about. So, at its core, the Genesis mission is all about building this one incredibly powerful AI platform. And here's the secret sauce, the real game changer. It's going to tap into the US government's massive treasure trove of scientific data. I'm talking decades of research on everything from climate and medicine to materials science. All of that data will be used to train brand new, specialized AI models designed to basically automate the whole process of discovery. And this quote from the mission director, Dr. Gill, really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This isn't about making things a little bit better. It's about building an engine for discovery. Just think about that phrase for a second, an engine. And the goal to literally double R&D productivity? That's just staggering. It shows you they believe this could completely change how we do science, forever. All right, so you've got this huge, ambitious project. How do you keep it from going off the rails? Well, the Department of Energy, which is leading the charge here, has laid out 3 very specific, very strategic goals to keep everyone focused. And take a look at these targets. It's fascinating, right? Energy dominance, advancing pure science, and national security. This is no accident. These 3 things are basically the trifecta of global power in the 21st century. If you control energy, invent the future, and can protect yourself, well, you're in a pretty good spot. Okay, so that's the what, but what about the how? How in the world are they going to build an engine powerful enough to do all this? Well, the entire plan revolves around creating one massive, centralized platform. This platform, this is the technical heart of the entire mission. Seriously, think of it like a digital nervous system. It connects the country's most powerful supercomputers, even cutting-edge quantum computers, directly to things like particle accelerators and gene sequencers. It's all about creating this perfect, seamless loop between raw computing power and actual, real-world experiments. So let's break down how this thing is actually built. You can see it's really a cycle. It all starts with the heavy hitters, massive computing power and secure access to all that data we talked about. That information gets fed into the AI models. You can think of those as the brains of the whole operation. But what's really cool is that it doesn't just stop there with the research. It then flows into practical tools for AI-augmented experiments and even manufacturing. It's a full loop, from a simple idea all the way to a real-world thing. Look, a grand vision is great and all, but we all know execution is what really matters. And to make sure this isn't just a bunch of talk, the executive order sets up an incredibly aggressive timeline. We're talking concrete deadlines, and just get a load of this timeline. In just 60 days, they have to pinpoint the exact national challenges they're going to tackle. Fast forward to 240 days, and they're already reviewing AI-driven robotic labs. And then, get this, in only 270 days, less than a year, they need to show off an actual working version of the platform. For a government project this huge, that kind of speed it's pretty much unheard of. So this all brings us to the big question, and I'm borrowing this from the Secretary of Energy. Is this really going to kick off a new golden era for American discovery? Honestly, with a timeline this tight and goals this ambitious, the Genesis mission is one heck of a bet on the future of science. And you can be sure the entire world is going to be watching to see if that bet pays off.